Hey Capricorn, welcome to Germinate Tarot. We're going to do your reading from June 6th to the 12th. I'm a little late because I read over the weekend and fried myself in my cards. So we're back in business. So I'm going to round it out. Still do a full week. Get back on track for next week as well. So 6th to the 12th for Capricorn. What are we looking at? Starting with Gypsy Witch. And there it is. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so Capricorn, we have Fox, Lady, Cats, Mountain. So without clarifying anything, I think somebody is really just trying to keep their S together is the best way to put it, because the fox is smart. There's kind of like a watching and waiting and biding your time. The female, this could be somebody Capricorn is dealing with, or it's actually Capricorn trying to be like, no, it's cool, because the cats are kind of aloof, and they might act like they like you, but really they want to like claw your face off. And the mountain is either some kind of obstacle, or you were like physically just like here's my space, here's your space, stay over there. So we're going to clarify. So what are we talking about with the fox? Why is Capricorn kind of just watching and waiting? Gathering intel is what I want to say. So we have the tree. I think there's something that's kind of been long-standing with the tree, because the tree speaks to longevity. Okay. Something that's kind of long time coming. There's communication. Communication of what? Of what? That was pretty dramatic. No, the lightning's dramatic too. So it's almost like you're watching, you're waiting, you know this is coming, but it's still kind of like, boom, like surprise. And then what is Capricorn's reaction to this? Literally Capricorn's reaction, or whoever they're dealing with, is... Okay, so there's something about this that might challenge Capricorn. If this is Capricorn, or this is someone they're dealing with, challenges the immediate environment, because that's what home's about. Can also be about the stability, which goes back to this tree business again. All right, well, what's the key? What's the key to this stability situation? Oh, the anchor. Someone staying grounded. Someone keeping it together in the face of emotions. I get it, and it's like, I always point out that, yeah, Cupid's about love, but he's still stabbing you. This heart's still bleeding. So it's not like fun. Like, even if it's good emotions, it's still like, you're still stabbing me. It has its own set of issues. So this cat, what is this aloofness about? Like, what is this kind of like, not withdrawn? Okay, the eyeball. Remember I said there's this watch and wait kind of feel? It's almost like eyes are wide open. I'm watching. Okay, I just want to point out, I'm going to redo it, but it's broken mirror, snake, and rose. So someone's opening up, but someone's defensive, and someone's changing the way they look at things. And I just pointed it out because the eyeball, it came out on top of that. So let's get something clean for the eyeball. Okay, here's the bouquet. The bouquet is some kind of offer. I don't know. I don't get that it's bad, but I think it's almost like maybe, I want to say like a peace offering almost. You know, like, oh, great, thanks. I'll just put this over there with the other ones. Oh, and then there's the rose. Okay. Yeah, so it's you have this bouquet of flowers, but you just need the one. You just need like one It's funny that I say this. It's like you have the bouquet, which is a bunch of flowers, when actually you just want one good one. You know, it's like you just want one good, pretty offer. You know, solid offer. So what's this mountain about? All right, well, crossroads and book. So it's like, whatever this is, you're at kind of a decision point. You're still like, here's me, here's you, here's the book, here's the knowledge. Is this going to open up or not? Okay, well, handshake. That's meeting in the middle. That is some kind of, you know, amicable, balanced agreement. But so either this is this winds up in the sexy, or someone needs to get their act together with cracking the whip, and it's still, even if it's balanced, there's still some kind of like aggressiveness to it, where it's like, I will do this, but you, like, Capricorn could be saying this, or it's coming at Capricorn where it's like, no, you need to blah, blah, blah. This needs to yada, yada. And okay, the park. So that's social stuff. I think whatever aggressiveness, it goes well, or more stuff kind of comes out, but it's in like a positive way. Because the book I take when it with secrets, it's kind of like, ooh. The garden is more friendly, I guess. When the secrets come out, it's more like you find out good stuff. The book is more like Lifetime movie stuff. So you just want solid, good stuff. You don't need a lot of hullabaloo. What I'm going on to here is the Revelations Tarot. It's designed to be read in the reverse, which I shall be doing. If they want to come out, they're new, so they're like super slippery. All right, let's talk to Capricorn. Let's do. Oh, that's good. I haven't seen that guy in like a while. I like it. So we have the Fool and Judgment reversed. You know what, we're going to do it. That is all. That's 3 for there. Okay. It's too many. These babies are slippery. It's like Pretty Woman when Julia Roberts has the snail slip out of the tongs. It's like, ooh, it's slippery. That's, I don't know, it's a weird movie reference that popped into my head. So we have the Queen of Wands with Justice crowning it. Yeah, so it's in the upright too. Here, so we're going to get to reading. I'm probably going to pull one more. Just want to point out that the Hierophant in reverse is there. So with 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Yeah, so it's almost like whatever contract or offer or some kind of like thing that someone wants you to get into, you're just like, I really don't know how I feel about that. And it's not there yet for you. And I really get that this is Capricorn. This is not coming. This isn't Capricorn putting it out there. Because in like the early phases of this week, I'm taking this as like a, you know, kind of like a past, you know, like super recent past, kind of moving into a present, to the future, to the overall energy. We have the Fool with Judgment in reverse. So it's like you want to take this journey, and this guy's all happy and he's ready to, you know, jump off the mountain, and, you know, the sun shining, and in the reverse, it's the guy doing it at night with the moon. This is like, no, the way is illuminated. You have this little baby in the flower and the butterflies. So it seems like this is going to be a good start, right? Well, something's kind of messing up your judgment a little bit. And I'll pull something for what that could be. Well, it's the Ace of Swords. It's that communication. It's also like, it's quick, it's abrupt, it's like boom. And I think maybe that throws you off a little bit with the Judgment. It's still a positive card because in the reverse, you get to be the angel calling the people in. And the other way, you're the people being called. So it's also them not quite hearing you. And you're like, hello, Judgment, come this way, please. And it's like not quite happening. So then we have Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Things are very serene and ordered this way. You flip it, and she's just holding her head like shit's just giving her a headache. Things are not quite in order. It feels kind of like a little tumultuous, and she's not as rested. And she's not as rested because you have the Ten of Swords. So it's in reverse, though, which is positive. This card tends to have like a male-female effect. So this is more like the dude getting the brunt of it on this. But either way, it's about like learning your lessons and, you know, kind of coming to realizations. And they might not be the most fun realizations. But then you have the King of Swords. And that's also in reverse. And this guy has his sword in front of his face. You can't see his face. It's obstructed. And it's like almost like the emotions and everything and the thoughts that go with it are creating this static. So it's like you don't have a clear way through this, and it's giving you a super headache. So it's like, what is the clear way through this to get grounded and everything? And it's like you almost don't know, and you're frustrated, but you're also not going to, I don't want to say play the game, but you're not going to let someone get the better of you. Because then you have the Page of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Swords is the more sneaky way of doing things when it's in the reverse. This way, it's real straightforward cutting, like I'm, you know, I've got my sword, I'm coming in. This one, it's that aloofness. There's the cat thing where you're like, this is great. I like this. And remember I said, like, you have this offer, but like you just want one good one. You dump out the cup. You pour it out for your homies. And it's like, no, this is not it. This is not, I can't take this. I'm not going to take it. What are you not going to take? The Nine of Swords. You're not going to be in your head over this. You're not going to feel like, you know, trapped and stuff. When it's this way, you know, this person has like this crazy hair and they're all kind of bound up. And this is the more female side of it. When it's flipped, it's more the male energy. This is very, she's like just beside herself. So it's like, don't let this put you up in your head. I wanted to do one more, but it goes up here. Okay, there's the Lovers, so that could be a Gemini, but you have the Queen of Wands, and she's in the upright, and this way, she's very virtuous. She's doing things the right way. She has more of like a balanced thing. There's not the, because in the reverse, she's lusty. She's lusty. She has like guys chained, and, you know, she's just like waiting for her next victim. But in this way, you know, she's doing it right. You know, she has the gold and just very like together and with it. No ulterior motives going on. You have the Justice. It's balancing the scales. It's a decision, and it's the right decision. Then you have the Lovers. So this is in the upright, which means there's a nice balanced relationship going on. These guys, they're pretty much, it's kind of androgynous, but I'm going to go with that it's guys. So like I said, the gender stuff doesn't really matter so much as whether or not you figure out whether you're the person being done to or the one doing it. So this is also a decision card. So you have Justice as kind of a decision card. There's the duality part. I think whatever decision you come to will be the best one for you, but you're not going to settle. Okay, here's the King of Cups. That's good. And it's in the upright. That's someone who's emotionally together. And that's why I say it's going to be a good one, because it's like getting out of your head on this is a big thing. Okay, Four of Cups. Remember how I said if it's not a good offer, you're not taking it. See this girlfriend? She's swimming around, could care less about these cups. Like, yeah. I see your cups. It better be a good cup. And I think it does, because then you have the King of Cups, and he's got it together. He's in that throne for a reason. You know, and it's not the sexy, lusty side either. It's the more like, you know, I'm not going to be a jerk about it. So these three wanted to pop with this guy on the end here. So, Vintage Wisdom Oracle, we have balance. Remember I said so you have the duality. It's like you need to kind of level out. You have ancestors, gentleness, and wisdom. So ancestors, I think, is kind of like, it's a slightly ambiguous card, but it's almost like there's a knowledge, like wisdom with your ancestors. Like you need to kind of pull on older ways of thinking, if that makes any sense. Like it's a more mature way of thinking. It's not very impetuous. It's not rushing in. It's very, like there's like gentleness and ancestors together with the wisdom thing. It's like you need to maybe listen to the people that are older than you. Maybe there's some kind of input coming in that you need to listen to in that way. The gentleness part, I mean, Capricorn, maybe you're not the most warm fuzzy. Maybe you need to take that wisdom and like apply it gently. You know, maybe nicely tell someone to get their head out of their ass. Cranial rectal inversion. I don't know. I do want one more on that, because the ancestors, I get a feeling like you just need to kind of like maybe see patterns, you know, over time, you know, with the ancestor thing, because it's like old people, you know, older folks have seen some things, the perception. Yeah. So there's some kind of like shift. There's like comedy, tragedy. You know, this chick's on stage. There's there's drama coming through that you're just like, I'm not going to participate in this business. Like, I'm too smart to get roped into that. Let's see. One more on perception. Compassion. Yeah, Capricorn, I'm getting you might need to soften your edge. That's kind of the overall thing. Maybe that cat aloofness thing is when you're just like, oh my God, piss off. That's really what you want to say, but you're like, thank you for the offer. Bite me. Yeah, so there might be a need to soften the edge there, Capricorn. Or let someone else soften their edge, and you're like, wow, that's really great. Thank you. No. So that's the vibe for the week. You know, you're not settling, and you're balanced, and you're not jumping into the first thing that happens, despite someone trying to poke you and provoke you. So, all right, Capricorn, that's the vibe for the week, and I will be talking to you next week. Until then, be well.